Ndeewo, ndeewo, ndeewo. No ọzọkwakwa na channel a. Welcome back to this channel, my beautiful learners. Kedu ka unu mere taa? How do you do today? Well, today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic. This is self-introduction in Igbo. You know, how you introduce yourself in Igbo. Usoro nkọwa onwe n'asụsụ Igbo maọbụ nkọwa onwe m n'asụsụ Igbo. That is, introducing myself in Igbo. The importance of being able to introduce yourself in any language at all is that, firstly, it helps you to get to know yourself better. Yes, it does that. And secondly, it helps people to know one another. Thirdly, it helps you to make friends. And that's like the most important reason. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let's dive in today's lesson. Kanyi bido? You start off your introduction by first greeting. You expected to greet the person or persons you will be introducing yourself to. Like this. Ndeewo. Ndeewo. So, Ndeewo means hello or hi. And then the next thing is to say your name. Like this. Ahambo. Ahambo. Then you insert your name. For example, if your name is Chioma Maduabuchi, okay? You say, Ndeewo, Ahambo Chioma Maduabuchi. Can you try saying that? Great job. Jiseke. Then we go over to the next one, which is your age. Although this isn't compulsory, but some people like to include it in their introduction. So to say your age, you begin like this. Adim afo. Then you add your age. Adim afo. You add your age. So it's going to help you if you know the Igbo numbers, okay? So for instance, if you are 20 years old, 20 in Igbo is iri abụọ. So you say Adim afo iri abụọ. Just like that. Do you understand? Can you try saying that? Terrific. Jiseke. Kaigakwa niru. So after you've said your name and your age, the next thing to say is where you are from. Now, a lot of people just say their state, you know. I'm from Enugu, I'm from Anambra. But I feel like it's not enough identification, okay? It's not enough. You should be able to know your hometown and include it in your introduction. So to say that, you begin Abom Onye. You say your town, then say the state that your town is located in, okay? And then you add Nigeria if you are introducing yourself to a person or persons that are not Nigerians or that are not in Nigeria. Okay? Here is what I mean. Abum onye. Let me use myself for example. Abum onye emene. n'ike na Enugu State. You see how I did that? Emene n'ike na Enugu State. Na means in, okay? So if your state begins with a vowel sound, then you are going to pick this na that has an apostrophe. Okay? But if your state begins with a consonant alphabet, then you're going to take this na na. But the spelling is just applicable to writing. You don't have to bother yourself when you are just speaking, okay? Because the na sounds the same. It's only in writing that you have to identify, be following all these rules. Okay, so Abumonye emene n'ike na Enugu State, Nigeria. Try saying that, including your hometown and the state it's found in. Okay, so the next one is saying where you live. Where you live. I live at, or I live in. To say this, you begin ebimna. Ebimna. Notice the na is still there, the na and the one with an apostrophe. Same thing is applicable when you are writing. That's when you are going to observe that rule. If you are speaking, then forget about it. Okay, so ebimna, you insert your address. When you want to talk about your address, please do not bother yourself to try to find, try to translate your home address to Igbo. Don't do that, okay? It's not necessary, because your home address was not registered in map or whatever. It is not registered using Igbo. So don't even stress yourself. Yes, you can try to make it sound Igbotic, like something like saying address instead of address, that kind of a thing. Number instead of number, that kind of thing. You are free to do that one, but don't even try to be looking for, maybe you live in number 1 Alhaji, then you try to find what 1 means in Igbo and what Alhaji is called in Igbo and all that. Trust me, it's not necessary at all. Just say your address the way it is in English, and that's it. For instance, Ebimna, number 1 Zix Avenue, Enugu. Ebimna, number 1 Zix Avenue, Enugu. Can you try saying yours like that? Okay, great job. Kaiganiru. If this self-introduction is in writing, then you may want to tell the person that you are a girl or a boy, reveal your gender to the person, although it's not compulsory, just like your age isn't compulsory. But if the person is seeing you, like you both can see each other, of course the person can be able to see that you are either a female or a male. So to say that you are a female or a male in Igbo, you say abom nwanyi for a girl or a female. Abom nwanyi. Nwanyi is female. Okay? Then the male is abom nwoke. Nwoke is male gender. Abom nwanyi maọbụ nwoke. So you just choose whichever gender that you fit into. Okay? Then we head over to your favorite food. Okay? That's like almost the end of the self-introduction. Your favorite things you love to do. We start with food. So to say I like to in Igbo, you say na masi, ona masim, ona masim. Okay? So to put it in a sentence, nri na masim, oriri bo. Then you say the food. Nri is food. Na masim is that I like. Okay? Oriri is to eat. Bo is. So nri na masim, oriri bo. You say the food. Is it rice, osikapa, or beans, agwa, or abacha, akidi? Name it all. Or you can also say it this way. Rice na masim oriri. Rice, okay? That's osikapa na masim oriri. Agwa bụ nri kachasị amasị m. Just, you can play with amasị m and the food. Okay? Just play around with the word. Okay? After that, you can include other things you like to do. Do you like to play, dance, sing, cook? Just add them. Ọ na-amasị m, you add that thing. Okay? Ọ na-amasị m igwu egwu. Ọ na-amasị m ịsa efere. Ọ na-amasị m isi nri, that's to cook food. Ọ na-amasị m. Or you can turn it around to say isi nri na-amasị m. That means you say that thing that you like to do first before you say I like to do that thing. Cooking is my hobby. Okay? Cooking is my hobby. That's isi nri na-amasị m. Or you turn it around and say my hobby is cooking. Ọ na-amasị m isi nri. So whichever way you go around it is still okay. Okay? And then if you are a child, okay? If you're a child, you can spice it up by saying what you want to be when you grow up. If you're introducing yourself to your friends, you would like to share with them your future, what your future will look like. So to say what you like to be when you grow up is achọrọ m ịbụ. Achọrọ m ịbụ. Then you say that thing, you add that thing, that profession you want to venture into when you grow up. Okay? Achọrọ m ịbụ, for instance, doctor, dọkịnta, or dibịa oyibo. Dibịa oyibo is still doctor. You either say dọkịnta or dibịa oyibo. Achọrọ m ịbụ onye nkuzi, that's a teacher. Namto means when I grow up. Achọrọ m ịbụ is I want to be. Then the other one, of course, you can see the translations in red. Okay? And lastly, do not forget to express to your new friends how happy you are to meet them. Okay? Tell them how happy you are to meet them. Obi dị m ụtọ izute gị. Obi dị m ụtọ izute gị. That means I'm happy to meet you. If there are more than one person, then you change the gi to become unu. Gi means you, one person, but unu means you all, you guys, like plural, okay? So that brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you learned something. Kamesia.